So, for telling my brother-in-law's girlfriend she's boring because all she talk about is her job. Honestly, probably yes. Let's start with just the title. Probably. It's not because someone talk about is not interesting you that the person is boring. I will talk a lot about my teacher's job in normal conversation with people because most people react positively with me complaining about shit that happened at my job. It's absurd. It's kind of fun. So if something I talk about is not interesting you, this is fine. That does not make me boring. That makes me boring to you. But here's the thing. I'm not trying to entertain everyone in my life and to be not boring to everyone in my life. You don't like me? It's fine. I don't force you to be there. So let's see. Let's see if it was triggered or not. My brother-in-law, 34 and Phi. Oh, that's a nice name, 32. Recently got a new job. She got her master's in 2020 and never stops talking about it. My husband, 36, Jack, has noticed the same thing and he has said his brother, Luke, 32, talks about it too. Fine. It gets on our nerve, but we tolerate it because we know how excited Phi is about her degree and now this new job, which she also won't stop talking about because, as she says, she wouldn't have gotten it if she didn't pursue a master's since it's a requirement. Wonderful. Okay, like what I understand is that Phi and Luke are very passionate. That's what I understand for now. We had them over for dinner last night with my parent and my father-in-law, mother-in-law. Once again, Phi brings up her new job. It doesn't start for another couple of weeks. She works in education, so our contracts are based on the school calendar. That makes sense. And she was talking about all the things she gets to do now that she really wanted to do. She mentioned it being a life goal. I love what I'm reading there. Like, honestly, maybe I got biased because I'm in education. So, in that point, makes sense. I asked her what was next. She asked what I meant. I asked about things like kids or marriage since they've been together for 3 years now. Honestly, it's none of your goddamn business. Like, marriage is not something that you're obligated to reach, and kids are not something that you're obligated to do. So stop asking that if people are not into it there. She said that she didn't want to rush into marriage or kids until she had her goals in order, but her marriage was something she and Luke had been seriously discussing. That's nice. She talked about something else. I asked when she would have time for kids' marriage with her career goals. She said she'd make time. I said kids are you're such a douche. Already I can say he's the asshole. I'm SAHM. What's SAHM? SAHM. It's not that. What is an SAHM? Stay-at-home mom. Ha, okay, good. So, ooh, might be, we'll see. Let's keep on reading. I told her that that when I was pregnant, I wasn't feasible financially and logically to continue working as an STNA. What is a STNA? Why are you using freaking thing that nobody knows? Okay, stay at home mom maybe. STNA. A state tested nurse aide. Okay. Okay. So it's like we call that an auxiliary nurse in Quebec. I told her that I was so I quit at 26. Phi said that she doesn't want kid she can't provide for and she likes relying on herself because so many stay-at-home mom are financially trapped and this is not false, by the way, and this is something that sadly we call the double standards. Society tries to push moms to be good stay-at-home mom like we had in the 1960s, and also still being on the market because like you do not get enough financially to be able to cover for both. For all the thing you need, like without a husband that do a very good salary. And for every woman you've known in your life, each woman you known in your life has had to fight that double standard in one way or another. No matter the side they were picking up in, they were closing door for the other side, and there was some people judging them. other men judging them, other women judging them, society judging them, no matter the decision they take. If they decide to be stay at home, they'll be like, yeah, but you're lazy, you're just staying at home. And taking care of kids and staying at home is not something lazy people do. It is extremely energivore. Like, it will drain you. Just taking care of a baby and holding a house in order is extremely hard. So it's not lazy to be a stay-at-home mom, but also like to be working and to be like a mom at the same time is something that you have to have more than one head for. And your kid just basically end up being taken care of by a daycare instead of being taken care of and showed the right value by their own family. So as you can hear in what I say there, there's no right answer, and this is absolutely atrocious for the people that live through that. Let's catch up. I'll be honest, I was offended by that and told her not all of us are trapped. She agreed, but said, you never, okay, sorry. Are trapped. Okay, basically, if you don't have a job and you leave the market for too long, it's going to be harder for you to get a new job. It's going to be harder for you to be able to provide for your own family if something have to happen, and if your husband or anything decide that they don't want to be with you anymore. So for these reasons, some people might feel trapped in a relationship, and we don't want that for anyone. She agreed, but said you never know and should depend on yourself even in marriage. Luke was nodding and agreeing. I said it would also give you more to talk about than your job. Honestly, Opie's an asshole. Opie's an asshole. She's just like trying to push her own belief onto someone else that is not agreeing with her. And she's gonna call her boring just because that could be jealousy. That could be just misunderstanding of like the fact that not everybody has the same goal in life. If I asked if I had a problem with her talking about her job, I said no, but honestly, it's the only thing she seemed to have that's mildly interesting. Everyone else talk about kids, home life, vacation, family, hobbies, but all you talk is about your degree in education and this new job of yours. And I told her it was kind of boring. That's kind of like, it's the thing though. It's boring to her. It's boring to Hopi. But it's not boring for everyone. Some people will be interested by that. I is just like passionate about her job, her degree, and her career progression. And Opie is not. That's it. It's like I cannot care about something. Someone could try to speak to me about hockey team for hours and I'll be just like in my head, I don't care. But if someone is passionate and talk to me about that with passion, I'll be convinced at some point. So Fight said, I won't bore you any further and ask my in-laws how installing wood floor was going. We all moved past the conversation until later that night. After Luke and Fi left, my mother-in-law told me I was rude, and she was. I told her I was telling the truth because we are all tired of hearing about it. Jack agreed, but mother-in-law said while that was true, it's still an accomplishment no one looked me up and down in this family has done yet. And I seemed jealous. Yeah. I wasn't jealous, but offended by something she said. Yeah, but you triggered those things that were offending. The concept of being trapped in marriage. You're the one triggering that, so fudge you. Mother-in-law told me I was offended, and because Fi was right, because I was right, Jack, yeah, that's not, Jack said she was right, but I can't say Fi. I don't care, wife, I love you. And, Jack said she was right, but it was obvious she was directing those comments at me in a judgmental way. Yeah, but you triggered them, you witch. And my parent agreed with me. Am I the asshole? You are the asshole. And I'm like, hopefully, you're the asshole. She's excited, but that's not the main part. You're offended that are concerned about staying at home parent when you started it. Absolutely, I love it. That's perfect. That's exactly what she did. It's exactly what she did. You asked her what was next. She asked what I meant. I asked her about things like kid marriage, and that's it. Like, offended. She was just returning you the quality. You're the asshole. Also, it is none of your business asking someone about their plan for having children. Yes. Yes, exactly. Thank you. I don't care if you're family or best friend, since you were kids, or you are kids or stranger, it is none of your business what someone's future plans are. Absolutely none. So like, that's nailing the answer there. Easily. Just don't be rude. Let people live their life how they wish to live it. Here. I've been with my partner for 6 years, and we've started talking more about permanent housing and health insurance and stuff, but not being married seems pretty normal, especially if I still like, that's perfect. So let's try to get another answer, but I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna go down the you're the asshole. Everybody else talk about nothing my freaking ass off. It is just too rich that your first, for example, of different topic involve your children. Yes. Yes. It is. Like, vacation maybe less, but for the rest, it's all there. Perhaps you should reflect on how much you talk about your job as a stay-at-home mom. Sounds like it's about 80% of your conversation. You're the asshole. That's perfect. I love it. Like, I like it when we're going to a am I the asshole? And the person is absolutely strictly believing they are not the asshole. And then just like the community is not lashing out, but just putting them back into their own shit. Like, you tried to poop on the face of someone else comes and puts your face into your poop.